Hi students, now we are going to see about the animal kingdom. Introduction. The variety of living organisms surrounding us. Every organism exhibits variation in their external appearance, internal structure and behavior mode of living etc. The study of various organisms would be difficult without a suitable method of classification. The method of arranging organisms into groups on the basis of similarities and differences is called classification. Taxonomy is the science of classification. It helps us to understand the relationship among different groups of animals. In this lesson, we will study the different groups of animals. Classification of living organisms. The five kingdom classification are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Planta and Animalia. These groups are formed based on cell structure, mode of nutrition, body organization and reproduction. The taxa of living organisms are kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus and species. Basis for classification. We can divide the animal kingdom based on the arrangement of cells, body symmetry, germ layers and nature of coelom. Level of organization. Animals are grouped as unicellular or multicellular. Symmetry, radial symmetry and bilateral symmetry are the two types of symmetry. In radial symmetry, the body parts are arranged around the central axis. If the animal is cut through the central axis in any direction, it can be divided into similar halves. Example, starfish, hydra, etc. In bilateral symmetry, the body parts are arranged along a central axis. If the animal is cut through the central axis, we get two identical halves. Example, frog. Germ layers. Diploplastic and triploplastic are the two types of germ layers. Germ layers are formed during the development of an embryo. Organisms with two germ layers, the ectoderm and endoderm, are called diploblastic animals. Example, hydra. Organisms with three germ layers, ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm, are called triploblastic animals. Example, rabbit. Coelom. It is a body fluid-filled cavity. It separates the digestive tract from the body wall. Coelom is present within the mesoderm is called true body cavity. Based on the nature of the coelom, animals are divided into three groups: acoelomates, pseudocoelomates, coelomates or eucoelomates. First one, acoelomates. They do not have a body cavity. Example, tapeworm. Pseudocoelomates. They have a false body cavity. Example, roundworm. Eucoelomates have a true coelom. Example, earthworm, frog. Animal kingdom is further divided into two groups based on the presence or absence of notochord as below. First one, invertebrata. Second one, chordata, prochordata and vertebrata. Animals which do not possess notochord are called as invertebrates or non-chordates. Animals which possess notochord or backbone are called as chordates. Notochord is a rod-like structure formed on the mid-dorsal side of the body during embryonic development. Next, binomial nomenclature. Carolus Linnaeus introduced the method of naming the animals with two names known as binomial nomenclature. The first name is called genus, and the first letter of genus is denoted as in capital, and the second one is the species, name denoted in small letter. Example, amoeba, amoeba Proteus, amoeba genus, Proteus species. Cockroach, Periplaneta americana, Periplaneta genus name, Americana species name. Next topic, invertebrata. First one, phylum Porifera. These are multicellular, non-motile aquatic organisms, commonly called as sponges. Body is perforated with many pores called ostia. Water enters into the body through ostia and leads to a canal system. It circulates water throughout the body and carries food, oxygen. The body wall contains spicules, which form the skeletal framework. Reproduction is by both asexual and sexual methods. Next, phylum Coelenterata. Coelentrates are aquatic organisms. They are multicellular, radially symmetrical animals. Body wall is diploblastic with two layers. An outer ectoderm and inner mesoderm are separated by non-cellular jelly-like substance called mesoglia. Mouth surrounded by short tentacles. The tentacles bear stinging cells called cnidoblast or nematocyst. Third one, phylum Platyhelminthes. Flatworms. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, acoelomate, that is called without body cavity. Suckers and hooks help the animal to attach itself to the body of the host. Excretion occurs by specialized cells called flame cells. These forms are hermaphrodites. The animals is having male and female reproductive organs in a single individual is called hermaphrodite. Example, tapeworm. Phylum Aschelminthes, roundworms. Aschelminthes are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic animals. The body cavity is a pseudocoelom. The body is round and point at both the ends. It is unsegmented and covered by a thin cuticle. Sexes are separate. Example, Ascaris. Phylum Annelida, segmented worms. These are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, first true coelomate animals. Body is externally divided into segments called metameres. Setae and parapodia helps to move from one place to another place. Sexes may be separate or united. This is called hermaphrodites. Phylum Arthropoda. Animals with jointed legs. Arthropoda is the largest phylum of the animal kingdom. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic and coelomate animals. Each segment bears paired jointed legs. Exoskeleton is made of chitin and is shed periodically as the animal grows. The casting off and regrowing of exoskeleton is called molting. Body cavity is filled with hemolymph blood. Because white blood? Because the hemoglobin is absent. Respiration is through body surface, gills or trachea. Excretion occurs by Malpighian tubules or green glands. Sexes are separate. Example, prawn, crab, cockroach.